Jesse Graham from Bristow, Virginia, is used to doing things on his own. A 12-year U.S. Air Force veteran, he made the choice to join the military after September 11th. But when he was 30, a snowboarding accident left him a quadriplegic and in a wheelchair. And Jesse's been determined to not lose his sense of independence, his sense of free will, even with his disability.
Being able to get out, travel on my own, do my own thing.
But traveling takes fuel, and for Jesse, getting gas takes planning, coordination, and extra effort.
I mean, if you can't get gas, you can't get around. So driving is freedom. You don't realize the freedom until you don't have it anymore.
Jesse often calls ahead to have someone help him pump the gas, but the help isn't always available.
Either they won't come out or they can't come out.
Leaving him no other option but to go through the process of getting out of his car to pump the gas, sometimes with dangerous results.
I've had people run over the ramp in my van. I've had people almost hit me while I was rolling out of my van. I've had people block my ramp.
Now, here's what we found out. The ADA, which is the Americans with Disabilities Act, requires gas stations to help someone pump gas if that person requests it. But here's the thing. That's only if there's more than one employee working at that gas station.
Right now, there's no uniform way of, getting that person to come out.
Is that a problem? I mean, should people be having to honk their horn to get someone to come out and help?
Yeah, I think it's a huge problem.
Lee Page is with Paralyzed Veterans of America.
In the years that you've been looking at this issue, has there been any sort of improvement?
I would say not really.
Now, some gas pumps do have a call button on them to get an attendant to help, but these buttons are not required.
Even the big gas stations, they have call buttons, but they hardly ever work.
However, a new smartphone app is gaining attention here in the D.C. region as a possible solution at the pump.
Now that I'm here, I just ask for assistance. It asks me which pump I'm at, so it can specifically identify who it is that they're trying to help.
Kelly Simoneau uses a wheelchair and is now using an app called Fuel Service. It pairs gas stations available to help pump gas to those users who need assistance.
It'll let me know their ETA. Sometimes it's 2 minutes, 3, 4, and I just know when to expect them to come out and pump my gas.
Kelly says the app has been a game changer.
I have 3 kids. I'm always going somewhere, having to run around kids. And so it would always be this whole process of when do I need gas? How am I going to fit it in?
Josh Basil from Potomac, Maryland, has been driving this Fuel Service app, which started in the UK, here in the US.
It's just making the whole process easier for both the stations and drivers with disabilities. We have over 1,000 gas stations up and down the East Coast, over 400 in the Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia area.
How do you continue to grow this?
Well, so much within the disability community is about awareness. So letting the community know, letting the world know that this exists.
We want to help, and that's why we want to be a part of it.
Brandon Riley with Petroleum Marketing Group has been partnering the gas stations with the app.
We want to make sure that when they come to our facilities, they feel safe, they feel welcomed, and they don't feel diminished that they need to get fuel and they can't do it themselves and need help. That's fine. That's not a problem.
I know I'm a small percentage of the population, so I don't expect the world to conform to me.
More than 8 million people like Jesse in this country are living with a mobility issue. He's heard of the app, but hasn't yet tried it out.
I think anything that helps and makes things more accessible is always a good idea.
He'd like to also see bigger lanes at gas stations for those in wheelchairs, easy to reach intercoms to communicate with those inside, and for him, more patience from everyone.
If you're watching this on the news and you see it, be polite, treat people the way you would want to be treated.
Something everyone deserves, so that we can all get back on the road.